Back on TikTok, I get asked a lot on how I do certain things in my sketchbook, so I thought it would be easier to just have one video where I put all of them in instead of having you go through my entire TikTok account trying to find certain thumbnails. So let's hope I got them all.
Attention all artists, show me the eyes that you love the most that you drew. They can be colored or not colored. I want to see how you draw your eyes. So use this sound so we can all check them out.
A lot of people were curious about my Scooby-Doo eyes. It's just a strip of poster board. It's strategically taped in the back because I messed up the drawing. I didn't have any in my new sketchbook, so I wanted to make a more elaborate one. See? She has no eyes, so I made some and put neon green in between the spaces. Neon eyes versus regular eyes. Add a strip of poster board to keep it in place. Sorry about the sun. I like where it lines up, so I added another strip to keep it all in place. Pull, pull, pull. It's really easy. So now I have another interactive page in my sketchbook. She's giving Starfire vibes now.
Let's add a tongue. With your X-Acto knife or scissors, if you don't have one, carefully cut out the part of the portrait you left blank. Leave in the teeth so it doesn't look like her teeth are elongating. Color in the corners so it looks like an open mouth, and then measure how big it should be. The tongue can be as long as you want, as long as it doesn't get stuck once you glue the back page corners. I colored it based on the colors I used in the drawing, but do whatever you want. Once you know it's the size you want, and it's not getting stuck in the corners of the mouth, leave marks on the back page so that you know where it should go. This is also to make sure that there aren't any white gaps when you move the tongue around. Then I measure out a big strip of my cardstock paper to attach the tongue to. I only put tape on the back so it won't show. Now I cut a strip wider than the mouth is so that it doesn't just fall out low. It should look like a T. For extra support, I add a strip on the back to make sure the top of the T stays in place and it's the length that I want. Now that I taped and glued the corners on the back page, leave the middle so the tongue can move around and I can shift it around without worrying it's going to get stuck inside or fall out the front. I added a little message and todo.
Some of you asked for a tutorial on my long journal page. I already finished this book, so I don't have a new page to do this on, so I'll explain on the original. First you make the drawing. This is just a scrunched up self-portrait. It ripped, so I ripped the whole half off. I wanted to sew it back on, but I changed my mind. I know I wanted space to write, so I took a sheet of regular copy paper and cut it to size. Then tape the piece that broke to the end. Then you fold it till the paper folds in the back. Now you have a really long sheet in the back and a secret journaling space to do whatever you want, and it still shows the picture on the front.
I made these little QR code promos. I didn't want to waste my sticker paper or business cards to promote my portrait commissions, but I got an idea. Business has been a bit slow, but I need to put myself out there locally. Since my commissions are up on Etsy, I printed some black and white portraits I drew in my sketchbook on cardstock I had. Some came out blue. Then I found a QR code generator and printed a bunch of little ones. I cut those out and put them on the portraits and some other old thank you cards and freebie stickers. I still have a few left for next time. Now if anyone finds them, they can just scan it and find my Etsy. I also included my website on the bigger Can't wait to leave them around town.
Was asked how to do this ages ago, and I finally have a new sketchbook to do a tutorial. First you draw the shape you want to, in this case the spiderweb, and you need scissors and an X-Acto knife for the smaller shapes. Cut out the negative space, it doesn't need to be perfect. I start with the open shapes around the page first. Then use the X-Acto or a pointy pair of scissors if you're careful enough to cut out the closed shapes. Time to clean it up. Now that the shape is cut out, I just used scissors where it looked too bulky. It's okay if you break one, you can just tape it in and color it however you want. Mistakes are okay, it's your sketchbook. Now I used a poster pen to color the front and a whiteout pen to color the back. You can leave it alone though, if you don't. Mind the pencil marks.
Pick out random colors you think go together, like an impressionist painting almost, since I drew Yelena. I tried to choose purple and green like the Ace and Arrow Flight Plus colors for depth like orange or blue. I picked a color that wasn't too dark to start cross-hatching. I started with where the shadows would be and then started layering where it should be darker. Then I used pink and orange to color it in so it wouldn't be too much blue. I'm not going for realism here, just saturated color. See how pretty and purple it is by now. I added some green and did the same for the rest of it. Then I added whatever color I thought would help certain areas pop. There she is, Yelena Belova.
Artists, show me your pencil cases, the materials that you take on the go.
So pretty fast, I have this case over here. This is where I keep all my colored pens and markers. So different versions like Copics or Pentel or like paint markers, Molotow. This is where I keep all my skin color pens and markers. I carry this one around the most if I have to. And this one's my go-to. This is where I keep my pens, my pencils, my whiteouts, my gel pens, Sharpies, my X-Acto knife if I have to. I know I'm gonna be out, I put what I think I need to put in this one and I carry it around in my backpack. And if I need to bring a lot of stuff, they all go in this one. Because it's Haunted Mansion themed and it's cute. And the extra fun part is when it's not completely stuffed, I can just zip it back up and it looks like it used to at the start of the ride. All tiny.